do want to report on is some recent stuff. So I went to the theater Friday night. I had my double feature with what we're about to review, but then the second part of my double feature was The Creator, the new big budget film directed and written by Gareth Edwards, starring John David Washington. So this big sci-fi movie about AI taking over the world and the war against robots, and it's really really dumb. And
It looked dumb.
it's dumb. And the trailer gives it so much like suspense and action and makes it sound intriguing. At least I thought it did. It's really melancholic and way too long, and just like I fell asleep for probably like 20 minutes. I woke up and it looked like nothing had really happened, and whatever had happened was completely 100% predictable, and so I felt like I didn't miss a beat. um I will say, never has John David Washington sounded more like his father than he has in The Creator. So there were times where I could close my eyes and I would think I was watching Denzel, but it was actually John David Washington. So it was good to see Ken Watanabe again. It's been a while since I've seen him, but it's kind of, it's just boring. Like it's this big sci-fi, big budget action film, and it's boring. 1.5 stars for The Creator. One last thing to report on is one of the movies I mentioned as it being in my top 10 of most anticipated for the rest of the year was Flora and Son, the new John Carney film. I watched that last night, and it's great. It's a John Carney film. It pays great respect to music. It tells a story of this Irish woman who is trying to raise her teenage son, trying to find a way to reconnect with her ex-husband, and she decides the way she's going to do it is by taking guitar lessons online. And so she finds some random guy in LA to give her guitar lessons, played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and she kind of falls for him and falls for music all at the same time. Her son's also fallen in love with music while he's trying to figure out how to express his love for a girl in the neighborhood that he has kind of got a crush on. It's just a sweet movie. The one thing I'd say about it is it's a little too glossy. It's a little too refined, a little too digital for John Carney and his simplistic stories. Like that's one of the things that makes Once so great, is that it's so gritty. It makes it feel so real. This does not feel gritty at all. And I think it loses something because of that. So I'm giving it a very high 3 stars, but it is worth watching. It's on Apple TV Plus. Came out this weekend.
Okay, so I have a question about The Creator. First of all,
Yeah.
why wasn't the phone popped out and you were following the Mariners? I mean, that's the real, like, you got a bad movie. Let's amp it up a little bit. Let's like make it a little bit more exciting. And that leads to a sub question, which is I would assume there were not a lot of people in the theater. When is the appropriate decorum to take out your phone and just exit mentally?
It was, so first there was it was, let's see here, when did that showing start? It started like 9:30. So the Mariners game was pretty close to over. They were winning 8-0 on Friday night. So once JP Crawford hit his grand slam, it wasn't really worth paying attention to anymore. There it was a small screen, but it was probably about half full. So it's not like it was empty.
Why were people? Did they think it was a religious film? Maybe they didn't know what they were.
No, I don't know. It was the sci-fi action movie of the weekend. I don't know. So there were people there. I think there were more people in Dumb Money, but yeah. And so I wasn't gonna just completely check out. I was trying to pay attention, but it just was I was having trouble keeping my attention.
Well, The Creator made over 3 times more money this weekend than Dumb Money. So,
wow.
third at the
really
box
surprising.
office, though, behind the Paw Patrol movie and Saw X. So,
There were so many movies at the theaters. There were like 6 new movies at like wide release movies at the theater this weekend.
That's the real story of the weekend, is those 2 movies.
Yeah.
Which neither of which we're reviewing.
But I think Saw 10 is going to be on Daily Notes, and it might already be on YouTube. I'm not sure, but there will be a Daily Notes probably before this comes out. The Daily Notes review of Saw 10 will be released, so you'll
Beautiful.
be able to hear how that went.